Hello, beloved. On January 20th, Donald J. Trump will become our 47th president. Simultaneously, we will honor the 96th birthday of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This striking national intersection offers us three opportunities: to celebrate the peaceful transfer of power, to be refreshed by the sustaining eloquence of Dr. King, and to emulate his principled approach to presidents and politics. Dr. King didn't spend his time either idolizing or excoriating presidents. Nowhere in his writings or addresses does he venerate or castigate the presidents of his day. For him, the work was always systemic, never personal. No doubt this was because he understood the harmful side effects of excessive attention on political figures. To idolize politicians can lead to individual and systemic blindness and even laryngitis. This blindness afflicts those who have an unquestioned personal devotion or those who have a vested self-interest. Either way, this blindness dangerously refuses to see legitimate concerns, gaps, and the potential for overreach or abuse. And as cries for unconditional adoration for a political personality swell, voices that might risk constructive criticism or call for accountability develop a form of laryngitis, and their voices are reduced to an inaudible whisper. On the other hand, the complete excoriation of any president is rarely deserved and also carries with it terrible consequences. Extreme preoccupation with the flaws of another has a corrosive effect on the human and national soul and can transform those who want better into those rapidly becoming bitter. To be so watchful and critical of someone you detest has an all-consuming effect, resulting in a physical and spiritual paralysis and eventual despair. In one of my favorite quotes from Dr. King, he tells us that one of the greatest liabilities of history is that too many people fail to remain awake through great periods of social change. So whether we are given to idolization or excoriation, both options have the same sleep-inducing effect. What Dr. King's example offers us today is a more excellent way, a way that seeks partnership, especially among non-traditional partners, while finding solutions for pernicious problems, and all of that as an act of worship. Dr. King teaches us with his lips and his life that we should be more offended by and responsive to poverty, disparities in education, the lack of affordable housing, and the like than any transitory occupant of a political office. So then, in the days ahead, as a grand and complicated American family, let us venerate only what is good and throw off everything that hinders our collective flourishing. After all, like Dr. King, Jesus is our center, our grounding, and our ideal, no matter how the political winds blow.